Shaw's Gas, downtown Durand, is your authorized Whirlpool dealer. Reputation, quality, pricing, and personal service are what Shaw's customers have come to know and trust. Shaw's offers a full line of Whirlpool appliances, including dishwashers, microwaves, refrigerators, freezers, washers, and dryers with installation and service. Clean, cost-effective propane offered by Shaw's is the answer for your home energy needs. Visit Shaw's Gas for all of your propane and Whirlpool appliance needs. Shaw's Gas, downtown Durand.
Here's your Real Country 1430 forecast.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Mostly clear and cold tonight, wind chills well below zero with a low around zero. And mostly sunny for the weekend, high temps in the mid-teens, again wind chills at times below zero. Stays cold to start early next week, highs mainly in the teens and partly sunny. Paying too much for health insurance? Call 800-693-9308 for better rates and coverage. Currently, it's 12 degrees.
The following is a presentation of WRDN Sports. Welcome to the Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com. Now, with today's Panther Preview, here is Brian Winnekins.
From Somerset High School tonight, girls high school basketball as Durand-Arkansaw faces Somerset in a non-conference matchup. This is the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. For the Lady Panthers, they are 6-2 on the season after their 57-50 win over St. Croix Central, while Somerset 4-3 on the season after their 65-25 win over Unity. Sawyer Sabelko is the leading scorer for the Panthers, averaging 12 points a game. Addison Oth, leading rebounder at 5 rebounds a game. For Somerset, Lucy Nichols, the leading scorer, 15 points a game, while Grace Braithwaite is the leading rebounder with 11 rebounds a game. For the Panthers, of course, they've been off on the holiday break, and we'll talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen about the win over St. Croix Central, the holiday break, and getting back into the swing of things with tonight's game against Somerset. Coming up next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we'll tell you who won where and who's playing where on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. We'll have that coming up next here on the Advent Health Panther Preview. Brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. Yes. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. As we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Somerset girls basketball game, let's run down scores from last night on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Boys basketball from last night, Osseo Fairchild remains undefeated on the season as they defeat Mondovi 57-55. Girls basketball from last night, Alma Pepin defeats Lincoln 48-42. Was Rushford Peterson defeating Wabasha Kellogg 64-18. Ellsworth wins over Turtle Lake at 42-31. Elk Mound wins over St. Croix Central 49-25. And it was Menominee over Altoona 53-35. Girls hockey from last night, Mankato West defeats Red Wing 5-1. On the schedule tonight on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard in boys basketball in the Dairyland Conference, Alma Center Lincoln and Alma Pepin, Augusta hosting Cochrane Fountain City, Boyceville at Gilmanton Independence, Clayton hosting Plum City Elmwood, Gale Electric Trempealeau at Elk Mound, Glenwood City at Luck, Turtle Lake hosting Colfax Spring Valley at Unity. Prescott is at Durand-Arkansaw in boys basketball. Middle Border Conference boys hoops, Fall Creek at Altoona, Amory at Barron, Cumberland hosting Somerset, and Webster at Ellsworth, St. Croix Central at Hayward. Girls basketball tonight in the Dunn St. Croix Conference, along with the Durand-Arkansaw Somerset game. Glenwood City at Luck, Independence Gilmanton hosting Boyceville, Colfax at Bloomer, Chautauqua Weyerhaeuser travels to Spring Valley, and a couple Middle Border Conference games as well. Barron at Osceola, St. Croix Falls hosting Baldwin Woodville. That's what's happening around the area on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. You can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on the sports page of our website at realcountry1430.com. Coming up on the Advent Health Panther preview, we're going to talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen about the win over St. Croix Central and tonight's game against Somerset. That's on the way. It's the Advent Health Panther preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole from Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther preview, brought to you by Advent Health Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com as we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Somerset girls basketball game. Joining us right now is Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen. And Coach, well, holiday break, but let's talk about the last game before the holiday break against St. Croix Central. A nice win.
Yeah, it was a really good win for us against a team that hadn't lost up until that point. They were undefeated until they faced us. I thought they played really well. They're a really good team. They're really well coached. They gave us some fits in the first half. I thought we showed a nice grit in the second half to work back. I think it was 16, I think, at one point we got down and then got right back to 14, but right in that 14 to 16-point range, and just kind of fought our way back into the game and then executed down the stretch for the win.
And you have to like that the girls just didn't give up. I mean, down by 16, second half. That could be a time when things get out of control and the team just kind of folds, and they didn't do that.
Yeah, that's the second time this year where we've found a way to fight our way out of a deficit. And I think that's maybe the one thing that's kind of been missing with this group over the years is when we do get down, how do we respond? And a lot of times we get it back close and then are never quite able to get over that hump and get the win. But now twice this year we've able to fight our way back and get that win. Now we definitely don't. It is something good to see out of our team.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen. Okay, so we've had the break, and you still have practice and all of that, but now all of a sudden we're going to have back-to-back games here because we play Onalaska Luther tomorrow. A little bit of a challenge here to kind of get everybody back in the swing of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm a super fan of the way this worked out for us over break and coming back with back-to-back games and the scheduling. I think it's probably not a benefit to us. Maybe having a game somewhere in that late December and then having another game now would probably be a little bit more beneficial as far as the schedule goes. But nobody's going to feel sorry for us for that. And so it's our job to just come out. We've been preparing for Somerset all week and then try to get a win tonight. And then we got to make a quick turnaround and worry about tomorrow when that time comes.
So tonight, taking on Somerset, what do you see in the Spartans so far this season?
Well, again, they got their main guard back from last year. They're a good team. They do a unique zone and make it really difficult on you. They do a good job of taking away three-point shots while playing a zone, which not a lot of zones do. And they gave us a ton of fits last year with it. We did a good job early with it, and then they started getting their hands on some deflections, and that led into transition for them. And then ultimately they were able to get the win. I've talked to some other coaches as well about them, and they've kind of done the same thing to other teams too. They do a good job of playing that defense. The coach knows what he's doing. They run it all the time.
So you say it's a unique zone. What makes it unique?
Well, it's more unique because of the way they match up with it. So it's zone, but they put a lot of man principles into what they're doing. So Each girl is going to take somebody that comes into their zone, but they do it so much that they don't get caught very often where they're in the wrong spot, or if you send a cutter through that they forget about her. They do a good job of passing those cutters off to the next girl, and so a lot of man principles with it while playing zone. It's truly a matchup zone, and they do a good job with it.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen this evening. So every zone can be beat. So what's the key to get through this?
Yeah, I mean, every zone, you want to hit the same spots, right? So you want to get the ball to the high post. You want to get to that short corner. You want to flip the zone from side to side and get the people that are in now out. And then the timing of it is really the key. It's really of hitting that girl when she's open and not a second later, because they have done a good job of rotating, so they're going to get to that spot and they know where to rotate to. It's not like a gimmick zone that they just do once in a while. They do it all the time, so those girls know where to rotate to, and it's just a matter of getting that ball into the middle on time, and then you got to make a decision. Do you have the opportunity to score it, or do you need to kick that thing out? And so doing a good job with that ultimately will hopefully get you some good looks, and then if you get those good looks, knock it down. Well, then now we get an opportunity to play our way a little bit. Now we get to get up and press you and get after you and make them uncomfortable.
What do they like to do offensively?
They love, they'll start with a nice high ball screen. Then it's a lot of motion stuff, but they start with that high ball screen with that good guard, and they do a good job. They did it last year against us. I've seen it this year in film. It's just a nice little a set where they run, just get into their offense, and they have a good guard. So they go off of it, and either she's going to attack to score or she kicks it back to their second leading scorer who's setting the screen, and she does a lot of good things with it.
I'm sure the first few minutes of this game is going to be kind of key because we're going to be shaking off some rust here, aren't we?
Yeah, I think maybe more than ever with the first 5 minutes will be huge for us, coming out and getting that intensity, getting after it right away, good or bad, fighting through some of the adversity of, hey, this isn't working or this is working, maybe the rust of some shots, but staying positive and then getting that good energy and effort right away.
It's going to be a fun game tonight. We'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thank you.
Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen on the way. Starting lineups tip-off. It's Durand-Arkansaw at Somerset and girls high school basketball. Coming up next here on Real Country 1430 AM stereo, WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and 107.3 FM translator W297CH Durand.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
The Durand Improvement Group is committed to improving Durand's quality of life through involvement in our community. From Fun Fest to music in the park, Durand Dazzle Holiday, and more, the Durand Improvement Group's mission is to strengthen area businesses and improve our community welfare. Dignity, not just businesses. You can help. Visit DurandImprovementGroup.org and become an individual member of the Durand Improvement Group today. This message is a public service of Real Country 1430 WRDN.
I'm Chip Flory from AgriTalk. Your home for the latest news and information affecting agriculture is Real Country 1430 WRDN.
And welcome back to the Somerset High School, where tonight we are just minutes away from tonight's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball game. And again, welcome back. And we're just moments away from tonight's game. And so we'll be having our national anthem as well here coming up. And then we will get things underway as well here coming up in just a moment.
And so, again, first game back here from our holiday break. And welcome to the men and women as well listening to our broadcast on our audio stream at realcountry1430.com that are serving in the military. We thank you for your service, and we hope tonight's broadcast brings you a taste of home wherever you may be serving. National anthem this evening, as we are just moments away from tonight's game. Let's give our starting lineups tonight for Durand-Arkansaw, 6-2 overall. Coming out will be senior Chloe Auth. Also coming out senior number 11 Addison Auth. Number 12 senior Victoria Kurth. Number 14, senior Emma Hoyt, and number 21, senior Sawyer Sabelko. The Panthers in their black uniforms with the white numerals. They will be going from right to left here to start out tonight's game. For Somerset, the Spartans, they are 4-3 overall. Coming out will be number 0, senior Ella Olson. Number 2, junior Avery Hoff. Number 3, junior Grace Braithwaite. Number 12, senior Lucy Nichols. And number 34, senior Ashley Carfull. And the Spartans in their white uniforms with the black numerals as well. They will be going from left to right here to start off tonight's game. From the JV game earlier tonight, Durand-Arkansaw won that game 37-20. Throughout the night, we'll be thanking our high school sports sponsors. These are the businesses and organizations that make our broadcast possible. Please thank these businesses. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight. Thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, serving the Durand area for 5 generations. Find out about pre-planning services online at goodrichfh.com. Alcivia Co-op, your certified Cenex Ruby Field Master distributor. Alcivia Co-op. SFB Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street, Durand. And Advent Health of Durand. Visit adventhealth.com for more information. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Again, streaming audio service being brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand, the area's #1 home seller. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. And Adam Super Service, your Partners Network Car Care Center, downtown Durand. We're ready to go. Tipped in the ball, and it's going to be controlled by Emma Hoyt, and we are underway. Over to Sabelko on the wing now to Kurth. Kurth in the left wing. Back to Sabelko towards center to Hoyt. Hoyt now out on the outside at the top of the key to Sabelko inside to Addison Auth. Auth now in the lane. Bounce pass inside to Chloe Auth. Up and in. Full court Panther press now inbounded to Hoff. Hoff will come up the near side, right along the near side here, and now back over to Olsen. Olsen top of the key. Panthers in that man-to-man defense. Over to the top of the key, driving inside number 3. That is Braithwaite, and she goes up and in. Count it, and the foul. Foul will be on Emma Hoyt. Her first team foul, trying to complete the 3-point play is Braithwaite. Braithwaite now tries to make the 3-point play. Is good, and Somerset leads 3-2. Over to Chloe Auth. Chloe Auth quickly across the timeline now to Kurt. Kurt on the right wing, back to Auth. Auth over to Sabelko. Sabelko now to Hoyt. Hoyt left wing fakes the 3. Cross-court pass to Kurt. Kurt on the right wing now to Chloe. Chloe back to Kurt. Kurt now looking for a cutter. No one there. Back to Chloe on the right wing. Back to Kurt. Staying on the outside now. Over to Sabelko. Sabelko to Addison Auth. Back to Kurt. Kurt top of the key. 3 ball off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Chloe Auth. Pass tipped, but coming up with it is Kurt. Kurt to Chloe. Chloe inside to Hoyt. Or check that. Addison Auth. Addison Auth. Shot no good. Puts up a shot. No good. Gets up another rebound. Tip. And it's going to go back over to Somerset. Somerset back the other way now. That's Nichols. Nichols drives coast to coast. Gets the shooter's roll. And so it's now 5-2 Somerset. Over to Sabelko. Sabelko to Hoyt. Hoyt left corner. 3 ball on the way. Rims out. No good. Tipped over to Kurt. Kurt kicks it back out to Sabelko. Sabelko right wing now. Over to Addison Auth. Kicks it out to Sabelko. Sabelko over to Chloe Auth. 3 ball on the way. Shot. Oh, gets the shooter's roll. Tied at 5. Full court Panther press now. Inbounded to Braithwaite. Braithwaite now will get across the timeline. Comes down to the right wing. Drives inside. Kicks it back out to the wing. Now back inside on the high-low. That's number 34. Whistle travel as Carfull travels. It'll go back to the Panthers. Inbounded now to Auth. Chloe brings it up across the timeline for the Panthers. Tied at 5. Over to Auth. Auth now over to Kurth. Kurth back to Hoyt. Hoyt left wing. Cross-court pass over to Sabelko. Sabelko now inside to Chloe, or to Addison Auth. Overlays it. No good. Rebounded by Braithwaite. Quickly back the other way come the Spartans now. Over to Olsen. Olsen, 3 ball shot. No good. Rebounded by Sabelko. Sabelko to Chloe. 15:22 remaining in the half. Tied at 5. Inside to Kurth. Kurth kicks it back out to Auth. Back inside now to Addison Auth. Addison Auth, though, has the ball knocked away. Intercepted, and Nichols comes up with it. Back the other way come the Spartans. Again tied at 5. 15:08 left in the half. Over to Olsen. Olsen's pass tipped, but she gets the loose ball. Tries to drive in from the left wing. Can't do it. Stays on the outside now over to Braithwaite. Top of the key. Kicks it back out to Olsen. Olsen now over to Nichols. Nichols right wing. Dishes it back off. A shot put up no good. Shot put up no good. Oh, gets the shooter's roll as Braithwaite. And it's 7-5 Somerset. Across the timeline now come the Panthers. Over to Chloe now, top of the key. Over to Sabelko, right wing. Pass is going to be knocked out of bounds by Braithwaite. Stay Panther ball, they'll inbound it on the far side. That's going to be Chloe Auth to inbound it. Auth looking, still looking, gets it to Addison. Addison now. Over to Sabelko on the left wing. Back to Chloe on the left baseline. Whistle foul. Foul will be on Carfull, her first. So Chloe to inbound it to our left. And, pass is missed. Loose ball. Hoyt, though, comes up with it. Was intended for Addison Auth. Went right through her legs. Pass tipped, but coming up with it is Auth. Or Sabelko now. Sabelko. 3 ball on the way. Sawyer Sabelko with a 3 to make it 8-7 Panthers. 14:09 left in the half. Full court Panther press. Nichols now still not across the timeline. Gets it across the timeline over to Hoff. Hoff now back to Olsen. Olsen comes down to the right wing inside to Carfull. Carfull kicks it back out to the wing. 3 ball on the way. Shot's good by Nichols. 10-8 now. Somerset. Over to Sabelko. Sabelko now inside to Kurt, driving the lane. Tries to get it over to Addison Auth, but it hit her foot. And a loose ball, still a loose ball. But Somerset will come up with it and get across the timeline. Over to Olsen now. Olsen's pass tipped, but Nichols comes up with a loose ball. Puts up a 3, shot no good. Rebounded by Sabelko. Sabelko quickly back the other way for the Panthers. 10-8 Somerset. Sabelko now inside to Addison. Addison in the lane, kicks it back out to Hoyt on the right wing. Head fakes, drives inside, puts up the shot, and up and in for Emma Hoyt. We're tied at 10. Full court Panther press now, inbounded to Hoff. Hoff now, here comes stolen. Stolen by Sabelko to Oth. Oth up and in. Timeout. Somerset with the Panthers leading 12-10, 12:56 remaining in the first half. And thank you to Sundstrom & Company, your local tax experts. Yep, it's tax time. Give them a call at 672-4425 to schedule that appointment today. Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances, installation, and appliance services as well. That's Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. Also, NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand, and Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning. Look and feel your best at Endless Summer Tanning and Fitness of Durand. Find out about tanning and fitness bundle packages now at Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning, Durand. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Without their help, we wouldn't be here at Somerset High School tonight with coverage of tonight's game. So please thank all of our sponsors. So inbounded now to Hoff after the timeout. 12-10 Panthers. Hoff quickly across the timeline now. Keeps it herself, and it's going to be off of her foot. Oh, goes out of bounds. Panther ball. All right, we'll go ahead and inbounded now to Chloe Off. Chloe across the timeline over to Hoyt. Hoyt now to Kurth. Kurth on the left wing to Hoyt. Hoyt now to Chloe. Chloe over to Sabelko. Sabelko looking for a cutter inside. Inside to Hoyt in the lane. She's going to try and drive inside. Does a spin move. Puts up a tough shot. Overlays it. No good. Rebounded by Braithwaite. She'll come across the timeline now. Passes off to Nichols. Whistle travel. And so it'll be Panther ball coming in for the Panthers now. Allison McMahon and Jaden Glaus. So inbounded to Oth. And Oth will bring it across the timeline now for the Panthers. Kurth now over to McMahon. McMahon on the left wing to Kurth. Kurth now to Glaus. Glaus back at center over to Kurth. Kurth top of the key now to McMahon. McMahon on the left wing. Back out to Kurth. Kurth over to Oth. Oth inside to Addison Oth. Kicks it back out now to McMahon. Left wing. 3 ball on the way. Shot rims out. No good. Tip, tip, tip. And still a loose ball. Tip, tip, tip. And it's going to be off of Addison Oth. And so we'll go back to Somerset. And so now inbounding it will be Nichols. Nichols looking and gets it now into Lane. And on the far side, intercepted by Addison Oth. Addison Oth with the interception. She'll come back across the timeline to Chloe. Chloe now to Kurth. Kurth now back to Addison Oth. Back to McMahon on the right wing. Around the horn we go. Kurth top of the key. 3 ball shot off the back of the backboard. No good. Rebounded by Carfuel. Carfuel now will dish it back off to Lane. Lane back to Carfuel and lays it up and in as she drives the lane. And we're tied at 12. Across the timeline now is Chloe. To McMahon, pass to Glaus through her hands, out of bounds. Back to Somerset. 11:15 remaining in the first half. Again, tied at 12. Sabelko comes in now. Also coming in, it looks like Paschal is now in. So inbounded to Nichols. Nichols over to Lane. Lane across the timeline now. Back to Nichols. Nichols now passes it off to Peterson. Around the horn we go. Stay on the outside to Driscoll. Driscoll now dishes it back over to Nichols. Nichols to Lane. Lane back to Nichols. She'll try to drive in. Stop. Shot. Good. 14-12 Somerset. And over to Paschal now on the left wing. Back to Sabelko. Sabelko top of the key. Cross-court pass to Hoyt on the right wing. Hoyt now over to Glaus. Glaus to Paschal. Paschal inside to McMahon. Back out to Glaus to Hoyt. Hoyt on the right wing. Looking for a cutter. Nope. Bounce pass inside to Paschal. Paschal over to McMahon. McMahon loses control but regains control. Has to get it back out to Hoyt. Hoyt now on the outside now to Klaus. Klaus over to Paschal on the left wing to Klaus. Klaus now top of the key. Well, over to Sabelko. Sabelko inside to McMahon. She can't hang on to it. Intercepted by Peterson. And Nichols now across the timeline for Somerset, leading by 2, 14-12, 10 minutes remaining in the half. Over to Driscoll. Around the horn we go now. Nichols, 3 ball on the way. Shot no good. But rebounded by Somerset. No, she can't hang on. Goes out of bounds was Carful, and so it'll go back to the Panthers. And so inbounded to Sabelko. Sabelko now across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Auth. Auth to Hoyt. Hoyt now over to McMahon on the left wing. Sabelko kicks it back out to Auth. Auth over to Hoyt on the right wing. And Hoyt's pass is going to be too far over and back, and that will be Somerset ball. All right, so inbounding it right in front of us is Hoff. Hoff will inbound it now to Driscoll. Driscoll across the timeline for Somerset. Back to Braithwaite. Down to the wing now to Hoff. Back top of the key, 3 ball on the way. Shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Careful. She'll put up a shot, no good. Whistle and a foul. So Carful will go to the line. Foul will be on Addison Auth, they're going to say, her first. Thank you to the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, a division of Ansay and Associates. Hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. Free throw on the way is good. Jerry Bear & Sons, featuring dog and pet food from Nutrisource and Diamond, located by Annabis Silo, Highway 25 Durand, and Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. Next free throw, no good. So makes the first one, not the second one. 15-12 now. Somerset across the timeline now over to Sabelko. Sabelko now gets it over to McMahon. McMahon back to Sabelko, staying on the outside. Pass tipped in the inside, but Sabelko comes up with it. Over to McMahon. McMahon to Hoyt on the right wing. Back to Chloe. Auth, and Auth now to Addison Auth. Addison inside to Chloe. Chloe drives the lane up and in. So 15-14, Somerset, full court Panther press. Driscoll on the far side. Here comes the trap. She's in trouble. She retreats again. Whistle, timeout, Somerset. Again, 15-14, Spartans lead, 8:34 remaining in the half. Thank you to our high school sports sponsors, including the Chen Fitz-Smith Funeral Home serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services. Visit chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com. Bauer Built Tire. Let Bauer Built take care of your automotive needs under one roof. Give them a call at 672-8300 or visit them online at bauerbuilt.com. And The Cottage, from floral arrangements and gifts for mom. Don't forget Valentine's Day just around the corner. It's The Cottage, downtown Durand. All right. So Driscoll to inbound it on the far side. Driscoll looking, and now passes it out to Hoff. Hoff now quickly across the timeline. Loses the ball. Hoyt stole it from her and knocked it over to Sabelko. Sabelko now over to Kurth. Kurth back to Chloe. Chloe over to Sabelko. Sabelko right wing to Chloe. Chloe right baseline. Goes around one defender. Dishes it off to Addison Auth. Up and in. Oh, what a pass from Chloe Auth to Addison Auth. 16-15 Panthers. Inbounded now to Hoff. Hoff splits 2 defenders. Gets across the timeline back to Driscoll. Driscoll now over to Lane. Drive inside. Shot put up is good by Braithwaite. And quickly back the other way now comes Sabelko. Around the horn we go now over to Kurth. Kurth to Sabelko, top of the key. Back to Hoyt on the right wing. Bounce pass over to Kurth. Kurth right corner. 3 ball on the way. Victoria Kurth with a 3. 19-17 Panthers. Driscoll, here comes the trap. Stolen by Chloe Oth. High off the shot, counted, and the foul. And the foul will be on Hoff. So try to complete the three-point play will be Chloe Oth. Panthers lead 21-17, 7:23 remaining here in the first half. And free throw on the way is good. Chloe Oth has 12 in this half. Full court Panther press now, inbounded to Hoff. Hoff now back to Nichols. Nichols on the far side. Here comes that trap. Back over to Hoff. Hoff now. Bounce pass to Nichols. Nichols across the timeline for the Spartans this time. Comes down to the top of the key. Bounce pass now over to Braithwaite. Tries to drive inside. Can't do it. Has to pass it back off to Hoff. Hoff will drive in. Goes a little bit around the horn and drives in, up and in. And across the timeline now. Oth to Glaus, who's back in. To Oth now. Oth left corner. Back to Sabelko to Glaus. Glaus now over to Hoyt on the right wing. Hoyt now over to Oth. Oth to Glaus. Bounce pass inside to Hoyt. Hoyt on the left baseline. Here comes the trap. She's in trouble. Manages to work her way out of it. Over to Addison Oth. Kicks it back out to Kurth. Kurth top of the key. Drives inside. Stop. Shot in the lane off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Peterson. Peterson back to Nichols. Nichols now across the timeline for Somerset. She'll drive in. Loses the ball. Stolen by Hoyt. Hoyt's pass intercepted. Intercepted by Braithwaite. She'll get it back out. Whistle. Travel on Nichols. So inbounded now to Oth. Oth across the timeline over to Glaus. Glaus now, his pass is intercepted. That's going to be intercepted by Nichols. Nichols back over to Braithwaite. Whistle, foul. Foul will be on Kurth. Her first, third team foul. Again, 22-19. Panthers lead. 5:57 remaining here in the first half. Inbounded quickly to Olsen. Puts up a shot. No good. Tip. Coming up with it is Kurth. Kurth over to Chloe. Chloe Oth now over to Sabelko. Sabelko across the timeline onto the wing. To Addison. Addison tries to split two defenders. Can't do it. Back out to Sabelko to Kurth. Kurth now to McMahon. McMahon over to Chloe. Chloe left wing. McMahon to Sabelko. Sabelko now to Kurth. Kurth right wing. To Addison Oth at the free throw line. Whistle. Travel. So we'll try that. We'll go back to Somerset now as Nichols to inbound it. Nichols inbounds it now to Hoff. Hoff across the timeline. Comes down to the wing. And now dishes it off to Nichols. Nichols over to Olsen. Staying on the outside is Olsen. Olsen inside pass to Peterson. Puts it up. Shot no good. Rebounded by Carfull. And Carfull puts up a shot partially blocked. Addison Oth comes up with it. But she steps on the line out of bounds. It'll go back to Somerset. So inbounding it now will be Nichols to our right. 5:08 remaining. Panthers up 22-19. Over to Hoff. Hoff now back to Nichols. Nichols drives in from the top of the key off the back of the rim. No good. Coming up with it is Kurth. Kurth over to Chloe. Chloe Oth now to Sabelko. Sabelko across the timeline. Sabelko looking for someone to Addison Oth now. Addison Oth kicks it back out to Chloe. Right wing. Three ball on the way. Chloe Oth with another three. She's got 15. Inbounded now to Hoff. Hoff now, here comes the full court press, and she'll get across the timeline. No trap at half court. To Olsen. Olsen now to Nichols, staying on the outside. Peterson back over to Nichols. Three ball on the way, shot no good. Rebounded by Kurth. Kurth to Chloe Oth. 25-19 Panthers to Sabelko. Sabelko now to the right wing. Sabelko to Addison-Oth at the free throw line. Back to Kurth. Kurth over to McMahon. McMahon left wing. Inside to Addison-Oth. Back out to Sabelko at the top of the key. Sabelko to McMahon. McMahon to Chloe Oth. 3-ball on the way from the left wing. Shot off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Hoff. Hoff now back across the timeline. Over to the left wing now to Karfel. Karfel now to Hoff. Hoff looking for a cutter. Now bounce pass inside. They kick it back out now to Olsen. Olsen from the top of the key. Drives inside. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Kurth. And coming back across the timeline over to Oth. Oth now to McMahon. Inside to Addison-Oth. To Chloe Oth. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And rebounded by Somerset. And across the timeline now comes the Spartans. Over to Olsen. Olsen now at the top of the key now. Dishes it inside. Shot put up by Karfel, up and in. And across the timeline comes Sabelko. Sabelko to Addison-Oth. Tries to drive the lane on the right side. Uh-oh, too high on the pass. It'll be over and back. 25-21, Panthers lead. 2:40 remaining in the half. Coming up, we have our Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and Security Financial Bank halftime show. ABC News update, sports update as well. And get some scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. That all coming up during our Security Financial Bank halftime show and Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency halftime show. Inbounded now. Back to Nichols. Nichols now to Braithwaite. Braithwaite drives in. Whistle. No shot. It's going to be a travel. Okay. So inbounded to Chloe Oth. Oth across the timeline to Sabelko. Sabelko now to Hoyt. Hoyt top of the key. 3-ball. Shot no good. And rebounded by Karfel. Over to Driscoll across the timeline. Back to the top of the key. Braithwaite travel at the top of the key. Let's try that again. So it'll go back to the Panthers. So inbounded now to Chloe Oth. Panthers still up by 3. Oth across the timeline. Oth now over to Hoyt. Hoyt now over to Paschal. Paschal now back to Sabelko. Sabelko to Oth. Oth to Hoyt. Hoyt right wing. 3-ball. Shot off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Nichols. Nichols now quickly across the timeline for Somerset. Over to the top of the key to Braithwaite. She'll drive in from the top of the key. Overlays it. No good. Karfel with the shot. Whistle foul on the rebound. Karfel will go to the line. Foul will be on Hoyt. And thank you to the JKO Auto Body Shop with car restoration and collision repairs. The JKO Auto Body Shop, Madison Street, Durand. Durand Fresh Market. Download the Durand Fresh Market app for even more savings. Visit freshmarketwi.com for more information. Numbers are us, your daily money managers. 3rd Avenue West Durand. Visit Rhonda on Facebook or give her a call at 672-8093. And Durand Smokehouse. For all of your grilling needs, it's Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. Don't forget about the beef and pork bundles too. Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. Second free throw good, makes it 25-22 now. Panthers. Paschal now, bounce pass to Oth. Oth in the left corner. Oth, cross-court pass to Sabelko, top of the key. Sabelko now over to Kurth. Kurth on the right wing to Addison-Oth. Back over to Kurth. Kurth over to Chloe. Chloe now over to Sabelko, left wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And whistle, and on the line was the Somerset. It'll stay Panther ball as Nichols tried to throw the ball off of Sabelko and have it go out of bounds, but she stepped on the line. Chloe now to inbound it. Chloe inbounds it to Addison-Oth. Knocked away, though. Stolen by Braithwaite. And quickly back the other way come the Spartans. Drive in the lane, puts up the shot. No good. And partially blocked, and coming up with the rebound is Paschal. Paschal to Oth. Oth now. Back over to Sabelko. Sabelko, check that Kurth. Kurth now over to Oth. That's Chloe. Chloe over to Sabelko on the right wing. Back over to Kurth. 54 seconds remaining. to Paschal now. Paschal to Sabelko. Sabelko to Addison-Off at the free throw line. To Sabelko, to Kurth. Kurth right wing, and now to Chloe. Chloe top of the key. 42 seconds remaining. Back over to Sabelko on the left wing. Back to Paschal, top of the key. To Kurth. Kurth left wing, inside to Addison-Off, trying to work off the screen in the lane. Has to kick it back out, though, to Sabelko. Sabelko now to Paschal. Paschal on the right wing. Bounce pass over to Sabelko. Sabelko over to Kurth. 19 seconds remaining. Over to Addison-Off. Whistle. Foul. Foul will be on Carful. And so it will stay Panther ball. Off to inbound it. It'll be thrown off of Braithwaite. Goes out of bounds. We'll try that again. Stays Panther ball. 14 seconds remaining. Panthers up by 3. Inbounded to Kurth. Kurth in the lane. Puts up the shot, up and in. Full court Panther press now. 9 seconds remaining. And quickly inbounded to Olsen. Olsen back over to Nichols. Nichols will get across the timeline. Puts up the 3 at the buzzer. No good. We're at halftime as the Panthers lead 27-22. You're listening to Durand-Arkansaw Girls High School Basketball here on WRDN.
Time for the SFB Security Financial Bank and the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency Halftime Show. Brought to you by Security Financial Bank. Secure your future at Security Financial Bank, Durand, River Falls, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Bloomer, and Black River Falls. And by the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agent, downtown Durand.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Your Auto Owners agent serving the Durand area is Jerry Thompson Insurance, a division of Ansay and Associates.
ABC News, I'm Richard Cantu. In the wake of the deadly truck attack in New Orleans, concern that someone will try to repeat it.
The FBI and the Department of Homeland Security sent out a bulletin to 18,000 law enforcement agencies, basically out of an abundance of caution, telling them be on the lookout for copycats. They're very concerned that people will be motivated by what they saw and try to act out on their own.
ABC's Pierre Thomas. A New York City judge ordered President-elect Trump to be in court in person or virtually next Friday to be sentenced on 34 felony counts in the business fraud hush money case, the judge indicating there will be no prison time. House Speaker Mike Johnson was a surprise first ballot winner in his bid to remain as Speaker. A lot less drama in the Senate, where South Dakota's John Thune has been elected Majority Leader, succeeding Charles Schumer after Republicans took control of the U.S. Senate. This is ABC News.
It's a new year, and you have the chance to focus on you. Take the opportunity to treat yourself to something amazing and come into Macy's this weekend for great deals on wardrobe superstars like 20 to 30% off Karl Lagerfeld, Levi's, Tommy Hilfiger, and more. While you're at it, get back into a healthy routine with new gear from Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. And your New Year's resolutions? Oh, you have plenty of time to figure them out. But these deals are going on now at Macy's. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
At Security Financial Bank, we understand what it takes to grow what matters. We know success doesn't happen overnight. It takes honest work, day in and day out. We value trust, leadership, and service. We are SFB, Bankers who believe in your business, your family, your future. Bankers who believe in you. Learn more at sfbank.com. Member FDIC.
Wisconsin and Marquette tip things off in their respective conferences tonight. I'm Bill Scott with sports. 8th-ranked Golden Eagles will play host to rival Creighton in Big East play. The Badgers are at home at the Kohl Center. They'll take on Big Ten rival Iowa Hawkeyes. Today's a practice day for the Bucks following their 113-110 loss to the Brooklyn Nets at Fiserv last night. They're back home Saturday and will host the Portland Trail Blazers. The Packers are working out this afternoon, getting ready for their regular season finale on Sunday against the Bears. Matt LaFleur said he'll play his healthy starters on Sunday, although that does not mean all of them will play the entire way. Running back Josh Jacobs said while he expects to play, he doesn't think he'll carry a heavy load. There's 2 more games in the NFL tomorrow. The Ravens host the Cleveland Browns, and the Steelers will play host to the Cincinnati Bengals. And the Badger men's and women's hockey teams headed for Chicago to play in the Frozen Confines games at Wrigley Field. Men take on Michigan State. The women face Ohio State. Bill Scott, Wisconsin Radio Network.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Your hometown auto owner's insurance agent's working for you. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, downtown Durand.
At Security Financial Bank, we understand what it takes to grow what matters. We know success doesn't happen overnight. It takes honest work, day in and day out. We value trust, leadership, and service. We are SFB. Bankers who believe in your farm, your family, your future. Bankers who believe in you. Learn more at sfbank.com. Member FDIC.
Allgaier ready to roll at the Rock. I'm Susie Armstrong. The story next on NASCAR Today.
It may be the off-season for sprint car racing, but you can still check out years of Wing Nation's programs to get that sprint car fixed. I'm Steve Post from Wing Nation. You can head to our YouTube or Facebook page or any of the audio podcast platforms to check out interviews with the champions, the race winners, the personalities, and the stories that you won't find anywhere else. Champion David Gravel. Hello, David. How are you?
I'm doing great, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Wing Nation, we are your home for sprint car racing.
While the final checkered flag is flown on the 2024 NASCAR season, the season never ends on NASCAR Live Wide Open. This offseason, we will rank MRN's top 10 races of 2024.
He goes below the double yellow line. Checkered flag is out. Harrison Burton gets to the line by half a car length.
Checkered flag is in the air. Cookout Southern 500 win is going to go to Chase Briscoe.
Will your favorite race of the year make the cut? Download new episodes of NASCAR Live Wide Open every Thursday to find out.
2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion Justin Allgaier is set to defend the title in a 33-race schedule, sporting a few significant changes, including the absence of New Hampshire and Richmond and a return to Mexico City and Rockingham Speedway. For Allgaier, the Rumble at the Rock harkens back to his roots with a new twist.
I got to race there in the ARCA Series 2008, and it was cool. It was kind of, weird because I'd grown up watching Rockingham, and it was a cool moment. But then to go there and test, the advancements they've made in the track and the new paving, it's going to be a little bit weird. You don't expect it to be as fast and as gripped up as it is, so it's going to be different.
I'm Susie Armstrong. This is NASCAR Today on the Motor Racing Network.
Turn your smartphone into a radio. Download the free Android app at realcountry1430.com. Brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand.
Welcome back to Somerset as we're at halftime, and the Panthers leading 27-22. As Panthers just coming back out on to the court. As we take a look at our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard, Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Some of the games we're following tonight. We have Ellsworth taking on Webster in boys basketball. Independence is at Boyceville. Of course, Durand-Arkansaw taking on Prescott tonight as well in boys hoops. St. Croix Falls is at Baldwin Woodville. We have Lake City at Goodhue again in boys hoops. Menominee is at Eau Claire North tonight. That in girls basketball. They're also playing against each other in boys hoops as well. Just a few of the scores we're following on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. You can follow the Durand Fresh Market on our website at realcountry1430.com on the sports page. We have second half action coming up next. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball here on WRD and Durand.
The real deals come from Durand Fresh Market, and they can be found online. Download the Fresh Market Rewards app and sign up to have weekly deal alerts sent right to your phone. Find digital coupons and specials and earn reward points every time you shop at Durand Fresh Market. It's easy to use the app. Just add coupons and scan the app at the checkout. It's that easy. Visit the website at shopfreshmarkets.com for the latest weekly ad, extra national coupons, or to make product suggestions. Your hometown grocery store is Durand Fresh Market, downtown Durand, and online at shopfreshmarkets.com.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to Somerset as we get ready for the second half. Somerset, we get ready as Panthers leading by a score of 27-22. Somerset will get the ball to start here this second half. And we are underway. And whistle and a carry, and it'll go to the Panthers right away. Panthers will be going from left to right, Somerset right to left here in this second half. So a turnover right away, and it'll be Panther ball, and someone has to inbound it for the Panthers. There we go. All right, so inbounded to Hoyt. Hoyt now to Kurth. Kurth now back to Auth. Auth to Kurth on the left wing. Hoyt now on the right wing. To Kurth. Kurth right corner. Looking for Addison Auth inside. She's not open. Back to Chloe. Chloe now to Sabelko. Sabelko left wing inside to Addison Auth. Bounce pass to Chloe Auth. Up and in. Boy, that's been working great for them tonight so far. 29-22 Panthers. Pass is tipped, but Somerset does come up with it. And into the corner now is Olsen. Olsen's pass is knocked back out of bounds by Kurth. So inbounding it is Hoff. Hoff now on the left wing. Cross-court pass out to Olsen. Olsen's pass is going to be tipped by... Oh, they're going to say that's what I'm going to say. It's Somerset's ball. Was tipped by Addison Auth. There we go. And so inbounded to Olsen. Olsen back to Nichols. Nichols to Olsen. Olsen back at center now. Comes down to the wing, or top of the key rather. Nichols, a long three off the back of the rim. No good. And rebounded by Addison Auth. Ooh, she gets it to Chloe Auth before she fell out of bounds. Bomb over to Kurth. Kurth lays it up and in. Kurth got behind everybody and was wide open. 29-22 Panthers. Olsen across the timeline now over to Hoff. Hoff now will get it over to Olsen. Olsen's pass inside is knocked away by Hoyt. Out of bounds. It'll stay Somerset ball. Inbounding it to our left will be Nichols. And we have a stop at play here. Something on the court they don't like. Nope, I guess we're ready to go. All right. So Nichols to inbound it. Here we go. Nichols inbounds it now to Hoff. Hoff now over to Karfel. Karfel back to Olsen, top of the key. To Hoff now. Hoff, top of the key, now comes down to the wing. Inside pass to Karfel. Puts up the shot in the lane. Shot partially blocked. And Kurth comes up with it. Back to Oth. That's Chloe. Chloe Oth across the timeline now to Kurth. Kurth to Hoyt. Hoyt left wing. Hoyt to Sabelko, top of the key now to Kurth, right wing. To Chloe. Chloe back at center. Over to Sabelko. Sabelko to Addison Oth. Addison Oth in the lane. But has to kick it back out to Kurth. Kurth left corner. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And rebounded by Nichols. That might have been deflected just a little bit. Quickly back the other way. Is Olsen. Puts up the shot up and in. She just took it from the wing and drove in. 31-24 Panthers. Across the timeline now to Kurth. Kurth over to Hoyt. Hoyt back at center. Now to Kurth. Kurth over to Chloe Oth. Inside pass to Hoyt. Hoyt stop, shot, whistle, foul. She'll go to the line for 2. Foul will be on Hoff, it looks like, number 2. Thank you to our high school sports sponsors as well, making our broadcast possible, including 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom. Building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Visit WWT.coop. First free throw, no good. The Riverside Grill. Visit the Riverside Grill for daily specials. Don't forget about that Friday fish fry, too. It's the Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. And O'Galley Cheese Factory with homemade pizza and more. Visit O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25, Durand. Free throw's good. Makes it 32-24 Panthers. Across the timeline now comes Nichols. And now she'll put up the 3-ball. Shot no good. Rebounded by Olsen. Pass back out to Nichols. Nichols now over to Olsen. And into the corner now, and that is Braithwaite. Ball stolen. Stolen by Kurth. Kurth now back over to Oth. Oth across the timeline for the Panthers. That's Chloe. Chloe now over to Hoyt. Hoyt to Kurth. Kurth on the left wing. Kurth now to Chloe Oth. Back to Kurth. Kurth to Chloe. Chloe left wing. Looking for someone inside. Pass intercepted. She forced it, and Braithwaite came up with it. And now Oth nearly steals it, and she does steal it. Oh, wow. Theft by Chloe Oth. And across the timeline now comes Sabelko. Sabelko inside to Addison Oth. Addison Oth up and in. 34-24 now. Panthers. 14:29 remaining in the game. Quickly across the timeline comes Nichols. Nichols now over to Braithwaite on the wing. Into the corner now. Left corner. 3-ball on the way. Shot's good by number 22, Lane. So across the timeline now comes Oth. Oth now over to Hoyt. Hoyt back over to Addison Oth after passing it off to Kurth. Addison Oth drives inside. Whistle, foul. She'll go to the line for 2. Panthers lead 34-27. Beyond Carful, her 3rd. Thank you to Martin Transport. Visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. Also, the Cell Block. Visit the Cell Block. They have a soup and salad bar on the weekdays, of course. It's the Cell Block downtown Durand. First free throw, no good. Durand Improvement Group, many hands make light work. Don't forget, Durand Improvement Group having their open house on January 13th at 5 o'clock at the Riverside Grill. I have a chance to meet with business members and also members of the community invited, and you can also visit with the new board of directors with Durand Improvement Group as well. That's coming up on January 13th. Second free throw was good. Inbounded to Nichols. Nichols now whistle. Timeout Somerset before the 10 seconds. Addison Oth had made one of those free throws, so it's 35-27 Panthers. Thank you to the Paul Slusher Insurance Agency. Your American Family Insurance agent is Paul Slusher, serving the Durand and Chippewa Falls area. American Family Insurance that fits your needs. Ryan's Sports Shop, ice fishing. Well, we're getting some nice cold weather for it. And visit Ryan's Sports Shop for all of your ice fishing needs. Also, the Riverside Plaza now open for all of your car care needs. Riverside Plaza is located at Durand Napa, Madison Street, Durand. Annabis Silo, your Husqvarna and Toro Lawn and Garden Equipment dealer, Highway 25 Durand. And Bauer Plumbing and Septic Service Durand, offering plumbing and septic services not only for new construction, but also repairs as well. Just call Chris at 672-8224 for Bauer Plumbing and Septic Service Durand. Please thank all of our sponsors. They make our broadcast possible. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts here on WRDN, because without their help, it's pretty simple. We wouldn't be here tonight. So please thank our sponsors. All right, so timeout's done. And Somerset still has the ball. Nichols to inbound it. Inbounds it to Driscoll. Back to Nichols. Nichols across the timeline. Into the corner now is Lane. She'll drive left baseline. Pass over into the right corner now. And a high-low inside now to Carful. Tries to put up a shot, or check that is Peterson. She's in the lane, has to kick it back out to the outside. Now over to the corner. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And Driscoll tries to save it. She goes out of bounds. It'll be Panther ball. So Sabelko to inbound it on the far side. And she inbounds it to Oth. Oth across the timeline now over to Hoyt. Hoyt over to Kurth. Kurth inside to Addison Oth. Now inside to Hoyt. Hoyt up and in. Oh, wow. Hoyt got behind everybody that time, and nice pass inside, up and in. Easy pass, 10-point lead for the Panthers. Bounce pass now to Nichols on the far side. Nichols cross-court pass now to Lane. Lane drives in from the left corner. Stop, shot, short, no good. Rebounded by Hoyt. Whistle foul. Foul will be on Lane. So that'll be her first third-team foul. And so inbounded now to Oth. Oth across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Klaus. Klaus to Hoyt. Hoyt to McMahon. McMahon on the outside now to Klaus, top of the key. Klaus to Hoyt. Hoyt to McMahon in the right corner. Back to Hoyt. And around the horn we go now. McMahon. Back to Hoyt. Hoyt inside to Addison Oth, and pass intended for Chloe Oth, but it goes off of Peterson, and it'll stay Panther ball. So Chloe to inbound it. Looking, and throws it away, and it's Driscoll that comes up with it. Round the horn we go. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Kick it back out to the outside. Another 3-ball on the way. This time is good by Hoff. And across the timeline now is McMahon. McMahon over to Hoyt. Hoyt now back to Oth. Over to Klaus. Klaus inside to Oth. Oth drives inside. Count it, and the foul. Foul will be on number 24. Peterson. So to complete the three-point play is Addison Oth. And she does. She has 8 on the night so far. 40-30, Panthers lead. And inbounded to Lane. Lane up on the near side. Whistle foul. Foul will be on Hoyt. So Driscoll to inbound it. Driscoll looking, and but pass is knocked out of bounds by Hoyt. It'll stay Panther ball. 11:46 remaining in the game. Panthers up by 10, 40-30. Inbounded now to Hoff. Hoff quickly back the other way. Dishes it off. Shot put up. No good. Rebounded. Shot put up by Lane. She gets her, or Peterson rather, up and in. And so off across the timeline now. Panthers up by 8. Hoyt top of the key. Over to Klaus. Klaus now. Bounce pass to Oth, or to McMahon. McMahon to Oth. Oth back to McMahon. Staying on the outside now. Hoyt right wing. Hoyt to Oth. Addison Oth now has to kick it back out to McMahon. Back to Chloe. Chloe Oth on the right wing. Bounce pass now around the horn we go to Klaus. Klaus now to Hoyt. Hoyt to McMahon on the left wing. Back out to Klaus, top of the key. to Chloe Oth. Pass is tipped, but she comes up with it on the left wing. Cross-court pass down to McMahon. Right wing, 3-ball. Shot short, no good. And it's going to be off of Glaus. And it'll be Somerset ball. Sabelko and Kurth come back in. Chloe and Addison Oth take a seat. Nope, only Addison Oth takes a seat. It's going to be, White taking a seat? Okay. So inbounded now to Olsen. 40-32, Panthers lead, 10:46 remaining. Olsen not across the timeline yet, has Glaus in her way. Here comes the trap, and now she does get it across the timeline to Nichols. Nichols now back to Olsen. Olsen passes it off, whistle, foul. It's going to be a foul on the Panthers. Foul will be on Kurth. So inbounding it now. And inbounded out to Braithwaite. Braithwaite dishes it back off to Hoff. Hoff now over to Nichols. Nichols on the left wing. Pass back out to Peterson, back towards center. Inside pass to Peterson. Peterson stop, whistle. Travel. So it will be back to the Panthers and inbounded to Oth. That's Chloe Oth. And Oth will bring it across the timeline for the Panthers, up by 8, 40-32. To Sabelko, to McMahon now on the left wing, back to Sabelko. Sabelko inside to Kurth. Kurth on the free throw line. That's to stop. Now pass inside to Sabelko. Sabelko's pass tipped. Loose ball, and as Somerset comes up with it, back the other way comes Nichols. Nichols shot, no shot. Foul on Glaus before the shot. It'll stay a Somerset ball. Third team foul, by the way. So inbounding it to our left is Nichols. And inbounded now to Braithwaite. Kicks it back out to the top of the key to Hoff. Olsen now inside passes. Tip. Coming up with it is Carful. She can't, puts another shot up, but no good. Rebounded by Oth. Oth back the other way for the Panthers. Over to Glaus now left wing. Cross-court pass to Sabelko, top of the key. Sabelko now looking. And now to Oth. Oth on the left wing. Inside to Kurth. Kurth kicks it back out to McMahon. Over to Glaus to McMahon to Oth. Oth staying on the outside now. Over to Sabelko left wing. Sabelko now inside to Kurth. Kurth in the lane. Passes it back out to Glaus. Glaus over to McMahon. To Sabelko. Cross-court pass intercepted. Intercepted by Nichols. Nichols. No foul or no shot. Foul will be on Chloe Oth. That's her first, fourth team foul. Panthers lead 40-32. 9 minutes remaining. Addison Oth and Hoyt come back in. Glaus and McMahon come out. And so inbounded now. Over to Braithwaite, type of the key. Drives inside, up and in. She has 9 on the night. 40-34 now. Across the timeline is Sabelko. Sabelko to Hoyt. Hoyt over to Kurth. Kurth back to Oth. Oth to Kurth. Kurth now inside to Addison Oth at the free throw line. Over to Chloe Oth. She can't hang on. Over her head. Out of bounds. It's Somerset ball. Panthers still up by 6 with 8:37 remaining. And inbounded now to Hoff. Hoff now. Whistle, foul. And a foul will be on Sabelko. And so inbounding it in front of the Panther bench will be Nichols. Nichols inbounds it to Olsen. Olsen on the far side will get across the timeline. Whistle up, carried the ball, and it's a Panther ball. So Sabelko now to inbound it. Coach Lowenhagen's not liking some of these fouls being called on the Panthers. He's arguing, they are also pushing off on us Those are offensive fouls, and the referee's like, I don't agree with you. Over to Addison Oth now. Addison Oth at the free throw line now. Back to Sabelko. Sabelko top of the key. Over to Kurth. Kurth left wing. Kurth now over to Chloe in the left corner. She'll drive left baseline. Bounce pass inside to Addison Oth. Addison Oth up and in. She has 10 on the night. 42-34 now. And quickly back the other way now comes Hoff. Hoff now over to Carful. Carful tries to drive inside. Whistle. Travel. Panther ball. And so inbounding it now will be Sabelko. To our left. And Sabelko inbounds it to Oth. Oth now will come across the timeline for the Panthers, leading 42-34. Kurth now to Addison Oth. Ooh, she might have traveled and got away with one there. Back over to Kurth. Kurth up and in. Kurth driving the lane. Yeah, I think Addison Oth got away with a walk there. 44-34 now Panthers. Inbounded to Hoff. Hoff's pass is tipped by Chloe Oth out of bounds. And so inbounding it on the far side will be Nichols. And Nichols inbounds it to Driscoll. Driscoll now. Down to Carful can't hang on to it. Coming up with it is Addison Oth. Passes the tip though. And Driscoll comes back up with it over to Carful. She'll lay it up. A whistle and a foul. She'll go to the line for two. Foul will be on Addison Oth, her second. And thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, your authorized location for monuments from Lifetime Memorials. Call the Goodrich Funeral Home of Durand for more information. First free throw is good. Alcivia Co-op, your Senex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor is Alcivia Co-op. And SFB, Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street, Durand. Next free throw on the way is no good. And rebounded by the Panthers. So 44-35, Panthers lead. 7:10 remaining. Over to Chloe now. Chloe to Sabelko, top of the key. Over to Hoyt. Hoyt right wing. Hoyt now over to Chloe. Chloe on the outside now to Sabelko. Sabelko to Hoyt. Hoyt's the pass is tipped. And Hoyt couldn't hang on to it. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Somerset ball. Full court Panther press here. Inbounded to Hoff. And Hoff now across the timeline. Pass is intercepted. Intercepted by Hoyt. Hoyt lays it up and in. So 46-35 now Panthers to Driscoll. Driscoll loses control of the ball. She has to pull up the dribble, and now she gets it off to Nichols. Still not across the timeline. Whistle, 10 seconds. 10 seconds, and it'll be Panther ball. And so Kurth to inbound it on the far side. Inbounds it to Oth. Oth across the timeline now over to Sabelko. Whistle, foul. Foul will be on Hoff. And so going to the line. Oh, no 1-and-1 yet. And so inbounding it now will be Addison Oth in front of the Panther bench. Looking out to Chloe. So Chloe now across the timeline again. Back over to Sabelko. Sabelko to Hoyt. Hoyt over to Kurth on the left wing. Kurth now back to Sabelko, nearly intercepted. Kurth's pass over to Chloe. Chloe now over to Sabelko, inside to Addison Oth. Addison Oth in the lane. Over to Kurth. Kurth right corner. She'll drive inside. Dishes it, tries to dish it back off. Whistle, foul before the pass out of bounds. Foul will be on Braithwaite. And so inbounding it on the far side will be, or on our to our right rather, will be Chloe Oth. Oth looking, still looking. And passes nearly intercepted, but Kurth comes up with it. Kurth now inside pass to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth up and in. Wow, what could have been a disaster turns into a easy basket for the Panthers, 48-35. 5:52 remaining. Inbounded to Nichols. Stolen. Theft again by Chloe Oth. Whistle. Foul. She'll go to the line for 2. Foul will be on Olsen. Timeout. And with 5:46 remaining, Panthers leading 48-35. Let's thank some of our high school sports sponsors as well, including Advent Health Durand, healthcare close to home. Advent Health, downtown Durand. Visit them online at adventhealth.com. Sundstrom & Company, it's tax planning and tax season. Call Sundstrom & Company for your tax appointment, 672-4425. Charles LP Gas and Appliance, offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances along with installation, service, and also appliance repair. That's Charles LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. Prime Realty of Durand, visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. Prime Realty, the area's #1 home seller. Adams Super Service, your Partners Network Car Care Center with complete auto service, downtown Durand. And Tech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning. Look and feel your best at Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning, downtown Durand. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, a division of Ansay and Associates. Hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, and tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts here on WRDN. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight. First free throw by Oth is good. 49-35 now, Panthers lead. 5:46 remaining. Second free throw good. Chloe has 21 on the night. And so inbounded now to Olsen. Olsen back to Nichols. Full court Panther press once again. Back to Olsen on the far side. Olsen still not across the timeline. Now gets across the timeline with the drizzle, whistle, and an offensive foul with the bar. Olsen using the arm as the bar and pushing Hoyt off, and so it'll be Panther ball. And so inbounded now to Oth. Oth across the timeline. Oth to Hoyt. Hoyt over to Sabelko. Sabelko on the far side. Whistle, travel. .5:25 remaining. Panthers lead 50-35. Inbounding it on the far side will be Nichols. Inbounds it now to Hoff. Hoff gets across the timeline. Pass is tipped, but Nichols comes back up with it. Into the right corner. Now kicks it back outside. Pass nearly intercepted, but Hoff comes up with it. Whistle. No shot. Foul is on Somerset. So offensive foul on Carful. That's going to be, I think, her 4th. And so inbounded by Sabelko to Oth. Oth across the timeline. That's Chloe to Addison. Panthers up by 15. They have the bonus the rest of the way. Hoyt now on left wing. Hoyt over to Sabelko to Addison. Addison Oth now back out to Hoyt. Hoyt left wing to Sabelko. Sabelko to Hoyt. Hoyt left wing. Looking for someone inside. Finds Addison Oth, but has to get it back out to Hoyt on the wing. Hoyt now. Cross-court pass to Chloe. Chloe over to Sabelko. Sabelko right wing. Long pass over to Kurth rather at the top of the key. Back to Sabelko, right wing. Sabelko looking for someone inside. No one there. Now over to Kurth. Kurth over to Hoyt. Hoyt's in trouble. Whistle, travel. Travel on Hoyt. So we'll go back to Somerset. 4:28 remaining. Panthers up by 15. Inbounded to Hoff. Off across the timeline for the Spartans, rather. Over to Braithwaite. Braithwaite tries to drive inside, bounce pass inside, and jump. As Addison Oth fighting with Carful for the ball, it'll go to the Panthers on the jump. Timeout, Somerset, with 4:15 remaining in the game, and the Panthers up by 15. And thank you to Jerry Bear & Sons with custom-made feed for livestock from Hubbard Feeds, located by Annabis Silo, Highway 25 Durand. Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. The Chenfit Smith Funeral Home serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services by visiting chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com. Bauer Built Tire. Let Bauer Built take care of your automotive needs under one roof. Give them a call at 672-8300 or visit them online at bauerbuilt.com. The Cottage, from floral arrangements and to gifts for mom. Don't forget about Valentine's Day around the corner. It's the Cottage, downtown Durand. The JKO Auto Body Shop with car restoration and collision repair. It's the JKO Auto Body Shop, Madison Street, Durand. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Durand Fresh Market. Download the app for even more savings. Love those weekly savings, you bet. Visit freshmarketwy.com for more information. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Again, without the help of our sponsors, all of our businesses and organizations that sponsor these broadcasts, we wouldn't be here tonight. So please thank them for their support. Thank you to the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board, our video streaming sponsor as well. For those of you watching on our YouTube channel and video streaming service, please thank Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board for their support. Over to Auth now as we're back underway. To Kurth. Kurth now down to the left wing, splits two defenders, up and in. Oh, she went in from the wing and just took it right to the post. 52-35 Panthers. Not across the timeline. Now across the timeline is Nichols. Nichols now back over to Olsen. Olsen over to Braithwaite. Whistle. Foul. Go to the line for two will be... Foul's going to be on Kurth. So Braithwaite to the line for two. Thank you to Numbers Are Us, your daily money managers, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Call Rhonda. She's bonded and insured. She'll tell you all what a daily money manager can do and how she can help your family with the daily money management. Give Rhonda a call at 672-8093 or visit her online at numbersarus.com or on Facebook. First free throw is good. Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. Visit Durand Smokehouse. All of your grilling needs. Don't forget to ask about the beef and pork bundles from Durand Smokehouse. First free throw was good. And next free throw, no good. Rebounded by Sabelko. Full court press now by Somerset. Off across the timeline. Over to Addison. Off now back to Sabelko. Sabelko to Chloe Oth. Drives in from the right wing. Whistle foul. She'll go to the line for two. Foul will be on Nichols. And so to the line for two is Chloe Oth. Thank you to 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom, building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Find out more at wwt.coop. First free throw on the way is rims out, no good. Riverside Grill. Visit the Riverside Grill for daily specials. Don't forget about the Friday fish fry at Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. 3:22 remaining. Panthers lead 52-36. Free throw on the way by Chloe Oth. Short, no good. Rebounded by Addison-Oth, however. Addison-Oth to Chloe. Chloe comes back outside, now out towards the center. Back to Addison. Addison, here comes the double team. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on Braithwaite. Going to the line for two with the double bonus. Addison-Oth. Coming up, our Bowerville Panther post-game show. Hope to talk with Coach Lowenhagen, try and get some scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard, and also preview our next broadcast. For three throw short, no good. Next free throw by Oth is on the way, good. To make it 53-36 Panthers, 3:11 remaining. And inbounded now to Olsen. Here comes the trap. She gets it across the timeline now after a pass to Nichols. Olsen now to the top of the key. Look out. Manages to get it over to Driscoll. She'll drive in, puts up a tough shot. No good. Rebounded by Addison-Oth. Over to Chloe Oth now. Chloe to Hoyt. Hoyt across the timeline. Hoyt now back to Chloe. Whistle, foul. Foul will be on Braithwaite. And going to the line for two will be Chloe Oth. Thank you to O'Galley Cheese Factory. They have cheese and meat trays for any of your get-togethers and more. That's O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25 Durand. Martin Transport. Visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue. Martin Transport, Mondovi. First free throw is good. The Cell Block. Visit the Cell Block where they have the Friday Fish Fry. Don't forget about that soup and salad bar, too, at the Cell Block, downtown Durand. I love the pizza at Cell Block, too. Just saying. The meat lovers, oof, that's a good one. And next free throw on the way is good by Chloe Off. All right, so inbounded makes it now 55-36 inbounded. And Driscoll now will bring it across the timeline for the Spartans. Pass nearly intercepted, but Braithwaite comes up with it. Kicks it back out to the outside. 3-ball on the way. Shot rims out, no good. Rebounded by Addison Oth, rather. And the pass is tipped. Nice tip by Braithwaite. She comes up with it. Pass now over to Lane. Lane, top of the key, drives inside. Shot puts up, no good. Shot blocked on the rebound, and Chloe Oth comes up with it, whistling a foul. Foul will be on Lane on the rebound by Chloe Oth. She'll go to the line now for 2. Durand Improvement Group, many hands make light work. Volunteer to help with community events. Visit durandimprovementgroup.org. They'll be having their open house on January 13th. It's Monday, 5 p.m. rather. I think that's a Tuesday. And that's going to be at Riverside Grill. On January 13th, you can meet business owners, can meet up together. Also, members of the public invited to come out and connect as well with our business owners and members of the Durand Improvement Group board. And free throw is good by Chloe Oth. Makes it 56-36 Panthers with 2:14 remaining. Over to Driscoll now. And across the timeline is Driscoll. Pass nearly intercepted. Lane, though, comes up with it. Comes in from the left wing. Has to kick it back out to the wing to Carful. Now inside pass to Braithwaite. Pass is stolen. And Chloe Oth comes up with it. Over to Sabelko. Sabelko now down to the wing. Over to Kurth. Kurth now to Hoyt, top of the key. Hoyt back out to Oth. Oth to Sabelko. It's time to run some clock, up by 20. Sabelko's going to drive inside. She stops. Now over to Addison Oth. Addison Oth drives inside. Lays it. No good. Carful with the rebound. And back across the timeline comes the Spartans. And whistling a foul. Foul will be on Kurth. And we're going to get a whole bunch of substitutes now for the Panthers. Panthers up by 20 with 1:25 remaining. So we have Klaus coming in, McMahon coming in, Paschal coming in, Olivia Mueller coming in as well. Number 33, Emma Pelkey coming in. First free throw on the way is good. Thank you to Bauer Plumbing and Septic Service Durand, offering plumbing and septic services for new construction or repairs at your home. Call Chris at 672-8224 for Bauer Plumbing and Septic Service. Next free throw, no good. And so now on the far side is Mueller. And whistle as the pass intended for Klaus goes out of bounds instead, and it'll be Somerset ball. Inbounded to Driscoll. Approaching the 1:10 mark. Panthers up 56-37. Bounce pass now over to Carful. Carful back over to Lane. Lane now to Peterson. Inside pass to Carful. Carful drives up and in. Inbounded to Mueller. Mueller now. Across the timeline, gets around Driscoll. Over to McMahon. McMahon on the left wing. Over to Pelkey. Pelkey, top of the key. Excuse me, over to Mueller now. Mueller back to Paschal. Paschal left wing. 37 seconds remaining now. Over to Pelkey. Pelkey bounce pass over to Mueller. Mueller left wing. She's going to, or right wing rather, drives inside, puts up a shot. No good, but she'll go to the line for 2. Thank you to Annabeth Seiler, your Husqvarna and Toro lawn and garden equipment dealer, Highway 25 Durand. First free throw on the way is good. Paul Slusher Insurance Agency, your American Family Insurance agent serving the Durand and Chippewa Falls area. The Paul Slusher Insurance Agency, American Family Insurance, insurance that fits your needs. Also, Ryan's Sports Shop, ice fishing season underway. And all of your ice fishing needs at Ryan's Sports Shop, downtown Durand. Free throws no good. Across the timeline now. And kicks it back out now over to Hoff. Hoff drives inside, shot put up, no good. And Hoff tries to save it, and it's going to be off of McMahon with 7 seconds remaining. Panthers going to win this game. Driscoll now to inbound it. Inbound it to Hoff. Hoff on the wing inside to Lane. Lane can't save it, and she saves it back to Mueller, who'll run out the clock. Panthers win tonight by a score of 57-39 tonight. Also, thank you to Durand Napa. Farmers visit Durand Napa for custom hoses, bulk fluids, filters, and tools, and all the parts you need to keep that farm equipment running. That's Durand Napa, Madison Street, Durand. Coming up, we have our Bowerville Panther post-game show. That's coming up next, being brought to you by Bowerville Tire and Service, Durand and Mull Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand-Arkansas boys, or Durand-Arkansas girls basketball on WRDN.
Listening to tonight's Durand Panther Sports broadcast on WRDN. Time now for the Bowerbuilt Panther post-game show, brought to you by Bowerbuilt Tire and Service, with locations in Durand and Mull Drive, Eau Claire.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bowerbuilt Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bowerbuilt Tire and Service on Mull Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bowerbuilt, built on service.
Welcome back to Somerset High School, where tonight Durand-Arkansas wins 57-39 over the Spartans. Let's run down scoring from tonight. Chloe Oth had 24. Addison Oth and Victoria Kurth both had 11. Emma Hoyt had 7. Sawyer Sabelko had 3 with the win. Panthers are now 7-2 on the season. For Somerset, Ella Olson had 2. Avery Hoff had 5. Grace Braithwaite had 10. Lucy Nichols had 7. Marlee Lane had 3. Lily Peterson 2. And Ashley Carful had 10. With the loss, the Spartans now fall to 4-4 on the season. Well, for the Panthers, boy, I didn't see a lot of rust, did you? They came out very, very nice in this game quickly, and they also they really were able to get through that defense that Coach Lowenhagen was talking about. But a lot of it was, boy, they were able to get into the lane, get behind that defense on that high-low, get behind the defense, and there'd be somebody right underneath the basket, up and in, an easy bucket. It seemed like Chloe Oth and Addison Oth were working on that a couple of times, and even Emma Hoyt got in on some of that as well. As Coach Lowenhagen's going to come on up now and join us as well. And as Coach joins us, well, Coach, if that's a rusty team, I'll take that every night.
Yeah, I was pleased with how we looked versus the zone. We spent a lot of time on it this week, and I know last year we kind of played them on a short week and we didn't look near as good versus the zone. So really happy with the looks we got. We got it to the spots we want, and then in the second half we were able to kind of hit that backside and get a couple easy ones instead of just constantly getting threes, which you got to hit threes versus zone. But we were able to attack it inside out tonight, and I thought we did a good job of that.
And I saw that a number of times. It seemed like Chloe and Addison Oth were really working that high-low inside out, where one of them, it seemed like Chloe was the one always getting behind everybody, up and in easy money.
Well, I think that's one of the things with this group, too, is they've been doing it for a few years now. Most of them have been playing for 3 years, doing this stuff. And so, you're starting to see them not think. They're just doing what they need to do and cutting when they're supposed to and then hitting the person when they're supposed to. And so we had some good timing tonight and then finished on some of those. So I kind of complimented them the other night saying, hey, the one thing about this team that we can do pretty well is game to game, we're able to make slight little adjustments because I think our players are so smart and I think they've been playing for so much.
Meanwhile, defensively, boy, you really did limit Somerset from really controlling the boards. It seemed to me we won that rebound battle.
Yeah, I thought we rebounded pretty good. I thought maybe the first half we weren't so good in our defensive, keeping people in front of us. And I think then once we realized that or recognized that, I think we did a better job of shutting off some of their main drivers, some of their main penetrators, and making some of their other people make some of those plays.
And because you could make those baskets, you made them uncomfortable with that full court press.
Yeah, it was nice to kind of see that come into play in the middle of the second half there, where you could see there were some girls for them that were probably tired and didn't want to have the ball in their hands, and we got it to their hands and made them bring it up versus pressure.
Well, great win tonight. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, sounds good.
All right, that is Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen as the Panthers win tonight 57-39. Try and get some scores as well from around the area on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard, and also preview our next broadcast, which is tomorrow. It's coming up next on the Bauer Bill Panther postgame show, being brought to you by Bauer Bill Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on WRDN.
Reputation is on the line. Go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
And welcome back to Somerset High School, where tonight Durand-Arkansaw wins over Somerset 57-39 in girls basketball. Let's run down some scores that we have on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Well, let's see if there's any scores starting to come in here from earlier this evening. Yep, we have a few starting to creep in here. And let's see, we have Baldwin Woodville defeating St. Croix Falls tonight 53-19. Independence over Boyceville 60-47. That in boys basketball. In girls basketball, it was Glenwood City over Luck 55-37. Also in girls hoops, River Falls defeats New Richmond 75-50. Other games going on around the area tonight in boys hoops: Lincoln at Elma Pepin, St. Croix Central at Hayward as well, Glenwood City at Luck, Wabasha Kellogg at Rushford Peterson as well. From our JV game earlier tonight, Durand-Arkansaw won that 37-20. Our next broadcast is tomorrow afternoon as the Lady Panthers back in action again. They'll be taking on Onalaska Luther, and we'll have that game for you with our pregame at about 3:15 tomorrow afternoon. And tip-off will be at about 3:30, again from Durand-Arkansaw High School. So join us tomorrow afternoon for that. Once again, our final score, Durand-Arkansaw 57, Somerset 39. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. You've been listening to Durand-Arkansaw Girls High School Basketball here on WRDN Durand. I'm Brian Winnikins. Have a great evening.